the Bible in this way. Again, a reliable collection of historical documents written by eyewitnesses during the lifetime of other eyewitnesses. I'm claiming that the Bible's written early. I'm claiming that the New Testament is written early. I'm claiming that the New Testament is done with by the end of the first century. Early, maybe into the second century, depending on how you date Revelation. But that it's early, that it's very early. And there are those people who are, they're going to argue against this on a couple of different fronts. I'll deal with the easier one first. That the Bible is not reliable because it's been translated so many times. You can't trust what we have because it's been translated so many times. So maybe what he is saying is true about something out there somewhere, but it's not true about what we have today because it's been translated so many times. Have you heard this? Come on, I need hands. You've heard this. Okay, great. I've heard this. People have told me, people at reputable schools have told me about professors who've made this claim. The people who make these claims, this particular claim, are either ignorant or evil or both. And I'm not just being mean. Let me explain to you why. Because the Bible's been translated so many times, and they'll say it's like a game of telephone. All right? The game has different names in different parts of the world, okay? But the game, you whisper into the ear of this person, and then he whispers into his ear, he whispers into his ear, so on and so forth. And then we come all the way down here, and you have to tell me what this guy whispered into your ear. By the time it gets to you, it sounds nothing like what I whispered into the ear of the first person, right? And so this is the argument that they make about the Bible being translated so many times and about us not being able to trust the Bible because of how many times it was translated. This bothers me a great deal. It bothers me a great deal that there are people who claim to be intelligent who continue to make this argument, and it bothers me that there are Christians who don't laugh at them. Because here's the problem. If I am the Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic manuscripts, I don't just whisper into his ear and then everybody else have to hear what I told him. See, I'm reading from the English Standard Version. This translation was done in the early 2000s. They didn't just go back to the next oldest translation and translate from that. They went to the Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic manuscripts themselves, which means the game actually goes like this. I speak to him, and then I speak to him, and then I speak to him, and then I speak to him, and I speak to him, 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 and then I speak to him, so that when he says what he heard, it's the same thing that guy heard because he got it from the same source.